to touch on this. It's not as lengthy, but it's very important because it made me from being totally disgusted that someone would sell out their own people to mad. Okay? Because I looked at this and I saw that what Hydro-Quebec, we're going to get $3.2 billion now in the second deal. This is the new deal on the table. Okay? $3.2 billion bucks for us. What does Quebec get out of it? Well, first they give us only a check for $1.8 billion. Okay, that's the first time check, which will be either March 31st or April 1st. And for that $1.8 billion, they're going to get seven hydroelectric generation stations. Okay? Along with that, they're going to get 2 diesel peaking units, and I can't even remember where they're located. I saw it once. Mary's? What is it? Marysville?
We keep grabbing that.
There's two smaller ones, 2 diesel ones. Anyway, that comes with the deal for the 1.8, okay? And the other one is this, and this is crucially important to understand. They get a firm transmission rights associated with those acquired generation assets, and they get 670 megawatts of power of transmission rights with the New England states. All for a wonderful deal of $1.8 billion. Guaranteed rights.
So they're still on the line.
When I read this, my exact thought was they took the first MOU, threw it in a bag, shook it up, threw it on the floor, and gathered the pieces again. It's the same thing in a different nutshell, but basically, you know, we get the spin now that we own the lines and we should be thrilled with this, but we can't use them.
Can't maintain them.
Right? Because we've already given the usage away. But we can maintain them. Oh yeah, we can pay for them. We can maintain them. We have all the costs associated with. And the kicker is in the old deal, as I explained earlier, even when we sold the lines to them for an extra $1 billion, because now it's only 3.2 and it was 4.75, we still had to maintain the lines when they weren't even our lines. For some reason, we got to do it both ways. Pardon me? It's unbelievable. So, you know, if you look at Point LaPro, that's part of the deal too for them, for Quebec. Only they don't get that, again, just like the old deal, until it's up and running. So we get all the costs, we have to wear all that, but now we have to actually pay an extra $500 million from the deferral account that they had there before. Because of the over-expenditures that are going on right now, Quebec was going to pay for $500 million of that. Now it's on our tab.
Well, what are we going to do?
Well, we're getting there. We're getting there. And I'm glad you're ready to go, because I am too, I'll tell you. So in actuality, okay, the second check comes after 2011, and there's no guarantee then, because Quebec, the pro has to be up and running, all you know, everything has to be in order that they can start producing before they cut the second check of $1.4 billion. And I really consider that as a true 0.9 of a billion, because there's $500 million in there that we're assuming that wasn't there before. So what I heard from Jack here this morning was I asked him, because I've been wondering about that, and I've asked people who didn't know. I said, well, what rate are we paying now from Quebec? Because we are buying from Quebec today for that replacement power that LaPro is not putting out, right? So I said, what rate are we paying per kilowatt? You know how much we're paying? 8.9 cents. 8.9 cents right now. And then he made the stupidest statement, I'm sorry to say, I have ever heard. But he said that Quebec is going to use the nuclear energy to sell to the States. And the nuclear energy was cheaper than hydro energy. I couldn't believe what I was hearing. I had already sat down after I asked my first question, and I said to the moderator, "One more, please." And I ran to the microphone and I asked, I said, "Then why are we selling it?"
Was there any white powder?
Why are we selling it?
Just don't own the garbage man, for God's sake.
And he's stammering.
Yeah, exactly. He was ready for this.
Yeah.
Why would we sell the line we put up, the investment in that plant, to turn around and let them sell it to the States for the premium price in North America? Someone explain that to me.
All because of him.
What was his answer?
He had none.
Yeah, that's right.
He didn't realize what he said. I shook him earlier with a few other questions, and he was visibly shaken by a couple of the questions I had earlier. And I think he made a big mistake today.
At 21 cents a kilowatt hour, sending 1,000 megawatts into the States, which is what they want to do, at 21 cents New York cost.
25.
Say, we'll use 21 even. And
That's
it's
what they
about,
sell it for.
I just went through the math. You're looking at, let's see, 1 million. You're looking at about 2 million a day times 3. $6 million a day in revenue.
Every week of it.
Yeah.
6
They
million.
already
This is not per year. This is per day.
They already have
That's based on
300
the
and some.
replacement cost power that the Pro is paying.
They already have 300 and some megawatts right now, and with this deal, they get another 670.
Yeah, so they're up to a full head line.
Right, and what my understanding is that's about capacity. I think there's like 30, what I just heard from, I think it was East Gagnon, who said there's like 30 left.
So that's
30 left.
So that's $6 million a day. Now, if you were to bring on in Churchill Falls power from New Brunswick, you've got 10 times that amount. That would be $60 million a day on the market in New Jersey for that energy from Churchill Falls. We could be the gatekeeper on that. It's not our energy. Can you imagine collecting the
We're sitting on a gold mine.
And the other thing is, Danny Williams is all excited now. I don't want New Brunswickers to get excited with him. He's excited because he's comforted by some recent changes. And
And I think he's going to get snookered again.
But New Brunswickers, he's not looking after New Brunswickers, okay?
I think he's going to get snookered again. Because if they've got exclusive rights, and there's no place in this, and maybe it's in the other bigger document that no one's allowed to see, but there's no place in here that shows that we get any usage or toll fees off of their usage. This looks like a one-time payment for exclusive rights.
We have to, unlike Newfoundland and Labrador, we cannot afford to sign long-term contracts. My idea would be to meet with them once a year, you either take it or leave it. That's the kind of position we're in. Hydro-Quebec needs us, we don't need them. Hydro-Quebec is looking for load. Every 600 megawatt turbine they have to shut down is, on the New York market, is worth $3 million a day. You try and explain that to your financial people at Hydro-Quebec, why you're not recovering that money. They have to shut a turbine down unless there's load. They're looking for load. Their own load is diminished.
But it goes down more than low.
Hydro turbines are useless in any part.
Premium load.